So today I'm going to talk about why I'm putting all my eggs into LinkedIn. That means why I'm focusing all of my efforts into LinkedIn marketing and self promotion on LinkedIn platform. First, I'll start with a story. I was browsing Twitter yesterday night. So I saw a tweet from a freelance developer, and he was going through some troubles, some money troubles. He posted that he was going through some financial problems. He had some debt. He had he's behind on his monthly rent. He was about $3 or $4,000 behind, and he didn't wanted a free out. A lot of people actually uh, said to him that they want to probably lend some money, but he said that I don't want to accept free handouts from people. Just wanted to find out work, or I just want to get rid of this debt and see if you can my network can help me find some freelance work. And that tweet had like 5,000 retweets and about 2 or 3,000 likes. So if a normal Twitter user has 100 followers, that's about 40-50,000 people reach for that guy. And he couldn't find a single gig. He mentioned it in the subsequent tweets that he couldn't find a single gig on that 40-50,000 reach. I mean, that's like huge. For a normal guy like me, I have about 250. Also, that depends that how do you promote yourself and the marketing. We know all about that, so I'm not gonna go into that. But that was about like blown out tweet, and he had a lot of people asking him for a remote job. Not even a remote job, means local jobs and everything, but he couldn't find a single gig, freelance gig, for that single tweet which blew up. And that was like eye shocking, or I would say that was really surprising for me, because I thought that I could market myself on Twitter and that probably I'll find some work, but I was getting probably better success on LinkedIn. So I thought, why not focus my efforts here on LinkedIn? So the sad part of the whole incident is he mentioned that he's going to quit the freelance work, and he'll probably look for another job. Uh, Being 8 years as a freelancer and then going looking for full-time employment, that's just whole another level of problem there. So the message was clear to me. It was obvious that Twitter is not going to work for me. About other platforms, I used to last 1.5 year, yeah. So I was used to be quite active on the Facebook groups, all of the Facebook groups in the worldwide, uh, about web development, front end development, Angular, React, Vue.js, everything. So uh, I found, I think, about 2-3 gigs on the Facebook groups, but I wasn't really satisfied with the quality of the gigs. They were mostly low paying, and the clients were not that level that I would really like to work with. Mostly subpar gigs. So the Facebook didn't work for me. And I also I like had invested a lot of efforts into Facebook as well, but that also I mean I was getting continuous work from Facebook, but it was mostly low pay work, and I didn't really wanted to continue. So about doing 2-3 gigs, I left the Facebook groups. Means I am part of the group, but I am not more active on the Facebook now. About another platform is Reddit. Reddit is kind of like a random thing. Uh, from now or then, I hit like a jackpot and find a good gig, but then it doesn't work. Like I have sent about 50 to 100 proposals, and I don't get a response, or I get response that they already hired someone else. And I talked to a lot of people who are hired on LinkedIn, sorry, Reddit, and they said that they were getting about 50 to 100 responses from on each post. So that was like a huge competition, and I knew that this is I'm not gonna stand out in 50 to 100 messages or proposals to the client. Another thing is freelance websites, that is Upwork and Freelancer. That is like a whole another source story. I kind of didn't had any success on the Upwork. Before it was Upwork, as a Odesk, I had a single gig for about 10, 15, $20 something. I don't remember even. For retouching a image and just removing a logo or something like that. I don't exactly remember. That was like 3 or 4 years ago. So never didn't even had a success on any freelance platform. So the actually I'm banned, or they have been kicked out from the Upwork for sending a lot of proposals to the clients. Actually I was genuinely sending out custom proposals for each client, but I don't know, the lot of freelancers have same kind of experience from the Upwork, that they have kind of like crazy rules, and they just kick out people for no reasons, and you just can't really argue, or can't make a case. It's just a one side whole one side thing. So all of the other options left, the last thing remaining was LinkedIn. Quite surprisingly, last 1 year, I was getting approached from a lot of people on LinkedIn, and I didn't even put any efforts on the LinkedIn from last 1 year. So uh, that was like a kind of realizing to me that this is where I'm getting work. This is working for me, and I need to put my effort there. Otherwise, I have exhausted all the other options I had. So that's why I've been quite active on LinkedIn from last 6 months. In the last 4 or 5 months, have had like I have just crossed 6,000 connections last week. I started from about 50 connections on the LinkedIn, say, 6 months back, and I've been engaging with a lot of people on LinkedIn. So I plan to do some regular screencasts, a short screencast with information about front end tools, technologies, frameworks, web performance, CSS, HTML, everything in general, and do like informational videos and everything. So yeah, that was it. And thank you for watch if you have watched till here, thank you for watching this video. If you have any thoughts about this, let me know in the comments. Thank you.